1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 7 pieces.
The piece of paper that folded up lay on the ground next to Junpei's legs. Everyone had written on paper, pulled on Junpei's notebook, in an effort to put together a blind vote. Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Thamriyell. Welcome everybody to the Nonary Game's 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. We're back with some difficult decisions, and looks like we're going to be voting in on some things here. Let's see what's happening.
Just double checking, but everyone wrote their code name and a door number they want, right?
Yes, just like you told us earlier.
Can't believe we're voting here.
Hey, we are voting on 2 separate doors here. Why had they decided to vote that way?
We need to make the whole thing fair, blah-de-blah. This is a complicated plan, you know. Hurry it up, Mr. I have a brilliant idea.
They decided it wasn't fair to simply ask everyone at once. That would allow people to force others to go through certain doors.
Yeah, quiet in the peanut gallery.
And he had a plan. It wasn't a plan he wanted anyone catching wind of, however, so he did his best to act calm as he began to open and read the piece of paper.
All right, let's open these up. The first one says, Ace requests door 1.
Yes, I do. Would you like me to explain why?
No, we don't have time for that. Sorry. Let's keep going.
He opened the second door.
Next is Santa.
Second one.
He wants door 6.
Yeah, that's what I wrote.
Junpei continued with the third, fourth, and fifth piece of paper.
Clover wants 1, Lotus wants 2, and 7 also wants 2.
Wait a minute. There is no way I'm going anywhere with the Elephant Man.
No, there'd be no point to the voting if we let people change their choices because of stuff like that.
True.
But, no.
Just give it up, Lotus. It's not like I want to hang out with some exhibitionist grandma.
Damn!
I am not an exhibitionist. I'm wearing clothes.
Barely.
She kinda is. I mean, she looks really, really appealing for sure, but I mean, it's interesting that she looks very exotic, yet she is really good with computers. I don't know. I guess we really can't judge the book by its cover. Although I personally have no problem with the way she's dressing. I think she looks hot.
So, last I checked, that's not a crime.
Maybe. But what about common decency? Nobody wants to have to look at a chick who looks like a half-naked raisin.
Cool. Oh, jeez, ouch.
Oh, I'm gonna kill you!
Jesus. Ooh. Lotus' hair flared out like the mane of an angry lion. She roared.
Not good.
She roared with a voice that shook the walls.
Let go! Let go of me! I'm killing him!
With some difficulty, Ace managed to restrain her.
Junpei, read the rest.
Right.
Junpei tore his eyes away and looked down at the 6th piece of paper. He opened it.
June wants door 6.
Yes, I don't really have a reason. I just felt like it.
All the papers, save Junpei's, had been read. He did some quick calculations in his head.
So this was everyone's vote. Ace and Clover requested door 1.
This was the door in A deck, near the central staircase.
7 and Lotus requested door 2.
This was the door on the bottom deck, and could be reached by taking the elevator to the bottom of the ship.
Santa and June requested door 6.
This is the door in E deck, and could be reached by taking the elevator near the central staircase down.
Then the door I should choose is...
It took him less than a second to run the numbers. He opened the 7th piece of paper and spoke.
Okay, the last one is mine. I want to go through...
Oh no. Game. This is what you're gonna make me save again, right? Another choice? Another choice is gonna happen here. Okay. So, no, don't return to title screen. Don't return to title screen whatsoever. Don't do that. Can't access the menu. I can't look at the transcripts. Okay. June wants to go with door number 6, and so does Santa want to go there. Ace and Clover are going to door number 1. Okay. If they're going to be going to door number 1, let's go ahead and do a quick calculation here, right? Ace and Clover is 1, plus 4, Clover, 4-leaf Clover, plus we have 5. That's the root is 1. So we will be able to enter the door. Then we have Lotus, 8, and 7, plus 5. Want to go to door number 2? Lotus. Yes, that's 8. That's 8 petals. That's 8 petals. Yeah, that's 8 then. Techno would want to go to door number 2. Yeah, it's understandable. And then we have Junpei. No, we have June. Plus Santa. And then us. Door number 5. That's door number 6 though. Hold on a sec. If June is 6, Santa is 3. Go to 5. Means it'll be digital root of 5. We'd have to take Ace along with us if we wanted to get a digital root of 6 to actually be able to enter through the door. So the others would have to be left out. Right? Am I counting this right? I hope I am. I'm kind of having a little bit of a headache. I think I'm gonna go with 6 for June. I kind of want to stick with June here. I really want to see what happens with June. We've been going with June throughout the entire time. I think we'll go with June.
I want to go through door 6.
Junpei flipped open the piece of paper. He read Junpei, door 6. Of course it did. He'd written it after all.
That's a problem.
June spoke barely above a whisper, but no one knew what she said.
None of these teams will be able to go through the doors they want.
Clover and I chose door 1.
Lotus and I chose door 2.
That's not enough people to open a numbered door, however.
The digital routes don't match up either.
We've got similar problems. June, Junpei, and I want to go through door 6, but our digital route is 5. If we're gonna open that door, we need a 1.
Yep.
Damn, what are we gonna do now?
What are we going to do?
Junpei crossed his arms and did his best to put his thoughts in order. The others followed suit, but with little result. Eventually, Clover broke the silence.
Why don't 7 and Lotus go through door 1? With me.
Her face was cold and flat, as her voice, but her logic was sound. 7 and Lotus looked at each other. 7 plus 8 plus 4 is 19. 1 plus 9 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. The first problem is resolved. Ace spoke up.
What about me?
Isn't that obvious? Wasn't one of the teams just complaining that they didn't have a 1?
You mean I should join Santa's team?
Yes.
Clover nodded, her face still cold and emotionless. Her attitude and posture could not have been more different than the energetic girl of only a few hours before. No one seemed really to contradict her. No one really seemed ready to contradict her. Her response was understandable, given the horrible situation in which she had found herself, but even so...
I understand. I'll go through door 6 then. If we do as Clover has suggested, we can all pass through a numbered door and no one will be left behind. This seems to be the most reasonable solution.
3 plus 6 plus 5 plus 1 is 15, 1 plus 5 is 6.
7. Lotus. What do you guys think?
I don't have a problem with it.
Me either.
Alright then. We're good to go.
See you later.
Wait, Clover! Don't move on your own!
Oh, I'll be going too then.
Yeah. Be careful.
We should get going as well.
I guess we're going in. At last, Junpei and the other 6 had managed to separate themselves into 2 teams. Clover, 7, Lotus headed for A deck, where door 1 was, near the main staircase. Junpei, June, Ace, and Santa, however, took the elevator to E deck. The ride to E deck was a silent one.
This is E deck.
There should be a door at the end of the hall.
Alright, let's go.
Santa's words jolted them to action, and they stepped out of the elevator into a long, straight hallway. Before long, they arrived in front of door 6.
Here it is. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Then let's get to it.
One by one, they pulled the palms over the red. Oh god, getting a little nerve-wracking here, get a little bit nerve-wracking. With a soft electronic noise, it authenticated each of them. We gotta go find the dead. Door opened. And all at once, the 4 of them leapt through it.
Hey! I found it! It's right there!
Fortunately, the dead was located easily enough. This one had been placed quite close to the door that entered, though. They gathered around it quickly and hurriedly placed their palms on it for authentication one by one.
It stopped.
Yes! It stopped!
The countdown has ceased, but Junpei's heart was still pounding in his chest, like a frantic, thunderous drum. Felt as though it might shake itself up and out of his throat.
Whew. I don't believe I'll ever get used to that.
I'm not sure it's something I'd want to get used to. We should finish this game before imminent death becomes a normal thing.
You got that right. Once I'm out of this hellhole, I'm taking a nice long vacation.
I agree.
With that, the doom and gloom from before was gone, and the mood turned somewhat lighter.
All right, let's go.
With that attempt at good humor, Junpei took a deep breath and began to walk. He jogged down the stairs at the end of the hallway and found himself staring at a large door.
This door looks heavy.
But it's not locked. I'm opening it.
He took hold of the bar that served as a doorknob and shoved it down. The room beyond stopped him in his tracks. Ooh. It was gargantuan, made entirely of metal. Now the accents of wood or tile he'd seen in the rest of the ship. This room was purely functional, but utterly tremendous.
Whoa, what the hell is this?
Santa got out a few words before awe stole the rest of them. The rest were too stunned to offer anything more than, gasps.
This has to be the biggest room so far. The ceiling is pretty high, too.
I like how there's a slight reverberation and echo in this room to make us feel like this room is really big.
Huh. Could be 2 stories. Maybe even more.
Fine attention to detail, by the way.
This space could be utilizing the entire length of the ship.
What's that huge Kamaboko-looking building in the middle?
Junpei pointed to the massive building in the center.
Kamaboko? Well, I guess that's as good of a description of it as any.
What's a Kamaboko? Junpei and the others were standing on scaffolding that crisscrossed the whole area. The proper term was catwalk, Junpei thought, although that didn't seem particularly important.
I see stairs, so we may as well head over to them.
Yeah, but this section's barely wide enough to fit one person.
You're right.
Nearby was a long iron staircase that made its way eventually to the floor beneath them.
Whoa, you can't even tell the shape when you're this close.
Let's check out the other side, too.
They moved around towards the opposite side of the massive building, following the catwalk. They hadn't said much as they walked, but as they approached the building, Ace suddenly spoke up.
This looks to be the steam engine room.
The steam engine room?
Yes, that thing that looks like a cross-section of a mushroom is the boiler. Do you see the 3 round doors near the bottom? Coal is put into those and burned, which heats the water, producing steam. The same thing that drives a steam engine. This one is simply somewhat larger.
I see.
It doesn't appear to be running right now.
The entire room was as silent as a grave.
All right, let's split up.
Then all of a sudden, Junpei heard a noise behind him. He turned around just in time to see June collapse to her knees.
Hey, what's wrong? Are you all right?
He dashed toward her and wrapped his arms around her shoulder to steady her.
Hey, June.
She okay? It was then that he noticed.
Junpei.
Oh, you're really warm. Is your fever coming back?
Yes, it probably is. But I'm fine. Please, don't worry about me. I just need to rest. And I'll be fine.
Her voice was weak and forced, and it said a great deal more than her words did.
Okay, here, sit down, careful.
Junpei carried her to the nearest wall and propped her up against it. She let her head fall back against the wall, as if she had no longer had the strength to support it. It drew a ragged breath.
Thank you.
Her eyes were empty, as if she was having trouble focusing them. Even speaking seemed difficult for her. Junpei felt his hand ball itself into a fist, clenched tight, his knuckles whitening. He had to find a way out, and quickly. He turned and looked at Ace and Santa in turn.
Ace, Santa.
Yes.
Right.
They might not have shared the depth of his emotion, but they certainly shared his concern.
All right, let's get started. Hang in there, June. I'm gonna get you out of here real soon.
She managed a small nod before leaning back to rest her head on the wall. Okay, got it. Seek a way out. Sounds good. Ooh. Ooh, gotta make sure my back is all good. Steam engine room. Alright, this is the layout of the room. There are a lot of areas here for us to explore and check out. Let's start by investigating every possible thing we can here. We need to see every single detail possible. Panel. Something's supposed to go inside here. Look at that button. It's glowing orange, right? It's gotta mean something. I guess pressing it is the best way to find out if it does anything. Santa? Nothing. It's a square hole. Nothing in here. Ah, look at the back wall there. I can see 3 small slots. Terminals of some sort of connector, perhaps. You mean you think we're supposed to plug something in here? Perhaps. I need to do a little bit better voice for him. Perhaps. I don't know, something cool like that. A tunnel. Goes all the way across the ship. I'd say this is probably here to move the coal from place to place. It probably comes from over there. And that the belt carries it down the tunnel and out here. So, if the conveyor belt was moving, yes, the coal would almost certainly come out here. Okay. This pillar goes upward toward the ceiling. Okay, let's go explore a little bit more about this place. If we could do these things. I believe this opening is for fueling the furnace. If we were to put some coal in here and ignite it, then the steam engine might start working? It's certainly possible. Okay. This is the bottom of the massive boiler. Alright, so we can't do anything with it just yet. Man, this thing is huge. I guess a ship this big needs something like that to power it. True, but I doubt a single boiler of the size could actually move a ship like this at any reasonable speed. You need at least 4 of these. Huh. I guess you know a lot about boats, huh? Well, not really. It's just common sense, you know? Is it? Is it really? That's not for me. Number of little white windows along the side of the thing. I think you're supposed to put coal in through these, but they're welded shut. I don't think we can get these open. Okay. Stairs stretch from the catwalk to the boiler. Okay. Let's go this way, so what this all is about. A golden gear. It doesn't look like it was always golden like this. Well then, I imagine it was prepared especially for this game. This gear is rusty, but it looks like it's still pretty sturdy. What's over here? It looks like there's a door over there, in its tunnel. The belt over there must be delivering coal, which is then picked up and thrown into the door. The door appears to be welded shut, however. Okay. Something we have to do with this wheel, though. That's understandable. Gear is rusty, yep, and we got this huge golden gear. It's gonna be important for us somehow. This is a huge oven for the boiler. There are 3 open areas in it. Each of the open areas has a gear in it. Huge bronze gear. This has to be important. Okay, what about the last one over there? A silver gear? Silver gear. Do you think it's made of pure silver? No way. Silver is way too soft to use for gear. Gotta be a steel or iron gear that's being coated with silver. Should have called it a silver gear then. I should not get your hopes up. Or you think you'd haul this thing back? Nah, but I think Sam will probably carry it, don't you? Maybe, who knows? Who knows? We can go up the stairs if we want to. Stairs to the upper floor. They're connected to the boiler. We can still look, okay, we can still, this is as far as we can look right now. Let's check on this stuff here. There's a pair of wooden boxes here. There is nothing in them. Okay, looks like we're gonna have to load something in there. Pair of boxes there. Look, Ace. It's some kind of snowman secret meeting. Those are just bags full of sand. You use them as a counterweight when you're lifting something with a pulley system. Snowman, really? Snowman meeting? Wow. Man, you too serious. Oh. oh, this is the, yeah, this is the wheel. Okay, that's the silver wheel. We're gonna have to investigate. Good silver gear. Yep, silver gear. It's gonna be important for us. Looks like we might have to load the weight onto here, I think. A pair of boxes here. Number of cloth bags. There's nothing but sand in them. Let's go upstairs if possible. Investigate this area here. What is this? Given its placement, this must unlock the door to the left. There's a weird indentation on top of this thing. You think that means you have to insert something here? Yes, I would imagine so. What about this here? There's a thick iron door blocking our way. You think this is it? You think this is... Yes. Looks like the exit. Looks like this door slides up into the ceiling. Okay, gotcha. So that's how we exit. That's how we escape. Alright, sounds good. Look back, anything up there? Nothing up there? Nope, never mind, nothing up there. That's what we'll find here. Let's go upstairs this way then. There's a bunch of wooden boxes over there by the wall. I already looked through those. There's nothing there. Never mind. Let's go upstairs. Ooh. These two columns are different from the others. The lights are red. 3 slides on the left are down, but this one's up. The number of lines engraved in these. I suspect we're meant to do something rather specific with them. Junpei, why don't you move this ladder down? Well, there's no harm in trying, I suppose. Nothing. Nothing happened. Maybe it needs to be prepared somehow. You're saying if we did something somewhere else, it'd respond somehow? Yes, I suppose that's one way of putting it. Giving anything with these? Sliders down. Guess Ace feels like giving it a try. Nothing. Won't move at all. Okay, so these won't move. Gotcha. Can't do anything with that. Can we go further up? Let's go further up. One of the doors of the furnace. There's an A on it. There's a circular wheel in the center of the door. Alright, let's give that sucker a twist. Well, it's noisy, but it opens. It's totally pitch black in here. We should, go in there. Alright. Let's go. This looks like just like the door we went into. Where are we? Must be on the other side, yes. Which will put us directly above the conveyor belt. At any rate, we should keep moving. It's a great deal we have to investigate. Okay. Okay, so now we're on the other side. Gotcha. So now we're upstairs. Okay. Whole bunch of boxes in my way. Can't get through. Okay. What about C here? Oh, okay, gotcha. Look at that. Look at that. Looks like a hand-operated winch. But it doesn't look like there's any way to operate it. That means the wheel isn't attached. Hand-operated winch. I don't see a wheel to operate it with it though. Okay. Damn pile box is blocking my way. The only other way to go through is through the C door. Okay, gotcha. So we're gonna have to explore these areas as necessary as need to. Let's go through B. Alright, let's give this wheel a spin. What? That's weird. I don't feel any resistance. Yeah. Ah, shit. Oh! Well, we got the wheel that we needed. Good job, genius. You broke it. I didn't break it. It broke all by itself. A hand-operated winch. The wheel it once had is now in my hands. Let's see if I can get it back on. There's a couple posts on the back of that. It looks like they fit into holes in the winch. Damn, no good. This little shaft is too small for this big hole. It's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway, to be honest. If that's the case, then that wheel was the original part of this winch. Then that means it was part of another winch. We should go investigate that. Can we go through the A door? On doors in the furnace, there's an A on it. Oh, it's being blocked by the boxes. Let's go back over here. Let's go to C, to the other winch. Let's go over there and attach it. And up a winch, there's no wheel to turn. Oh yeah, I got the wheel I'll pull off the other winch, don't I? Let's see if this fits. Sweet, it's a perfect fit. Like they're made for each other. Not shaky at all. Good, I should be able to turn this now. Good work, Junpei. We should be able to haul up the wooden boxes now. You see? The wooden box. It's under the catwalk. Can you see it? It's hanging from the rope of the winch, isn't it? Looks like there's some sort of device in the box. I'm not sure what it is. At any rate, might as well turn the wheel now. I'm counting on you. Alright, turn the wheel. Alright, I'll turn the wheel. Huh? What's this? What happened? The wheel turns to the left. Roll turns to the left. That means we can't wheel up the rope. Yeah. Can only let the rope down. Interesting. I don't think there'll be a problem. We'll simply need to go downstairs after letting the wooden box down. I'll be counting you, Junpei. Sure thing, no sweat. Okay, so it's down.
I believe the box has reached the floor.
Oh,
Yeah.
he stuck his head out to the side of the catwalk and looked down. The box had only recently hung just below the catwalk and had sat on the floor. It had come to rest near the end of the tunnel that covered the conveyor belt.
June's down over by there.
Junpei could see her, still leaning against the wall, as if she barely had the strength to sit up. Even from so far away, it was not difficult to see that she had not improved. He almost thought he could see heat rising from her body.
She doesn't seem to be improving.
Ace's expression was inscrutable, but he said he said what they had all been thinking.
Well, of course not. She's not gonna just get better right away, you know? It'll take time.
He tried desperately to convince himself what he said it was true.
What could be causing this, I wonder? Illness, perhaps?
Nah, it's gotta be exhaustion.
Sanders' response was confident and certain.
She gets dropped into some weird-ass ship, forced to play some messed-up game. If you think about it, it's a lot weirder that we aren't freaking out just like her, you know?
Yeah,
So you're saying we're abnormal?
Yeah. We're just running around this room, solving all these puzzles like it's just business as usual. How the hell could you call that normal? We're just guinea pigs.
Sanders snorted in disgust.
A guinea pig? You mean like a lab rat? You mean we're being used for some sort of experiment? Is that what you're saying?
Dunno. But it does seem like a possibility, you know?
A little bit, yeah. They stood there for a few more minutes, no one speaking, till Santa turned and walked away from the winch. Junpei and Ace followed him. It is a little bit unfortunate that they're kind of stuck in this situation right now, you know, on the great metal ribs of the ship. I think June's resting right underneath it. Alright, well, we just let her rest for now. Let's go back downstairs if we can. Let's go over... Think we went through A? Yeah, went through A. Went through A before. Hey, Junpei, where you going? The only thing in there is a closed numbered door. Kinda pulling us to go back, huh? Yeah, it sure is. Oh, okay, that's the door we went through. Okay, gotcha. I didn't realize that's what it was at first. Go all the way down there. There's a box here. It's full of glowing embers. Can we go down? There we go. There it is. Control panel for something. Oh, I know what to put it in. Okay. I know exactly what to put it in. Go through here. Open it up. Maybe this hole is where the control panel goes. Well, there's only one way to find out. In you go. There we go. Dude, you did it. Everything looked alright? Okay, but what do we do now? Why don't you press the button next to it? The orange one? Yes. Alright, I'll do that. Pushing. Sweet. All sorts of lights are lighting up on this thing. And oh yes! I think I heard something turn on. Oh? What is it? What happened? Junpei, look! The conveyor belt's moving. The conveyor belt? Well, I guess it's not moving now. There's still a bunch of coal in the belt, though. Looks like a bunch of it got dumped off the end of the belt into the wooden box where we found the control panel. Coal. Coal, huh? Got a box filled with coal. Lots of coal here. We're gonna be using it for something. It's coal. Shiny and black and coal lake. Huge thing on the boiler. Big gear in each of the 3 open areas. I think I know what we gotta do. We gotta probably put it in here. Don't we? Stick the coal in here. There's a hole. Let us pour coal into the furnace. Maybe if we can get some coal in here and set on fire. Okay, let's do it. Alright, that's the last of it. No coal left in the wooden box. And nothing. Great. Well, I guess I should have expected that. Why would just throwing coal into the coal furnace do anything? Oh well, man can dream. Junpei, explain it to me again. You plan to stroke the furnace with coal, which will heat the water stored up here and make steam, which will then drive something else. Am I correct? In other words, you want to generate enough pressure with the steam to power the turbine and drive the steam engine, right? Yeah, I guess that's the gist of it. Well, in that case, this is enough coal. This furnace is enormous, so we're gonna need a whole hell of a lot more coal than this. Very well then. If 3 of us work together, then we should manage to fill it much faster. I want to help too. I told I didn't even see her walk up. Are you feeling up to that? Yes. Yeah, right. Look, you're on a stiff breeze away from falling over, June. I think you better rest some more, alright? But no arguing. You need your rest, so just stay there. We'll handle this. Okay, I understand. Alright. Time for some manly work. Let's get this coal into those furnaces. Some manly work. Man, that's a lot of work. Alright, I think it should be sufficient. Alright, now we just gotta light it. Junpei, hand me your matches. What makes you think I have matches? I see. Then, how are we gonna light it? Perhaps there's a device nearby that will allow us to remotely ignite the coal. Let's take a look, shall we? Some sort of ignition device, huh? There is one particular thing I did notice, that we did see before in the past, up here. Nope, not there. To go up the stairs, actually. This device. I think this might be the ignition device. Hey, look at that, these lights are up now! Is this... I think it might be... It probably is. I think this is how we might ignite the furnace. It means that we've moved that thing down. Alright, let's do it. Here we go. Yo, Junpei, Ace, look at this. There's a big gear turning onto the boiler here. Hey, look at that. Oh. Hello. The gears. The spinning. What the hell are you guys waiting for? Let's start looking. Okay, let's check this out here. What is inside the gear here? Golden disc. Okay, interesting. It looks like each one of them has a golden disc. Let's actually check it out here. This has a bronze disc. Yeah, bronze disc. Let's go to the last one as well. Get the silver disc. There we go. Alright, I believe now we can actually go upstairs over here. Right? Go through door A. Hey, Junpei, what are you doing? It's hotter than hell in here. Did you already forget that we lit the furnace? Yes. You're right. Oh, yeah, we should probably go back down and turn it off, shouldn't we? Might be a good idea. I need to move the slider. Oh, one of them wait, hold on. One of the meta rebs is on the ship. Wait, can we use a pulley here? I wonder if we can use a pulley system to actually get those gears across from here. Let me see here. Let me go to the other side. There we go. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Never mind. We got it. Looks like this thing unlocks the door. There's a depression here. Looks like it's the outline for 3 circles laid on top of each other in a triangle. Maybe. Maybe if we put those 3 discs we found on this thing. Well, there's only more to find out. Let's stick him in. Huh. That's odd. Nothing happening. Maybe you are, I don't know, putting them in the wrong place? Perhaps if you have them facing the wrong direction. Perhaps you should rotate the disc to make some of the lines connect to one another. Well, no harm in trying. Instruction for operation. When the disc is pressed, it will rotate a certain amount. When the white arrow is pressed, discs are switched. Please note that when the discs are switched, the angles for the discs are reset. Okay, gotcha. Alright, so we gotta... Oh, interesting. Oh, that actually create a star, now that I think about it. Ooh. Let's create a star, actually. Nope. What if I do this? Nope, that's not it. Try to make the blues line up with one another. I feel like reds should line up with one another, if anything. Hey, look at that! Red line on these discs. I think I might make a star polygon with these. Hey, look at that! Wow, that was actually faster than before. Faster than ever. We found it! Hell yeah!